The article Leaning In describes how social justice classes in college settings can oftentimes be challenging for some students to engage in, particularly students who have a difficult time looking past their own opinions and their own mindsets. The article mentions 5 guidelines for people to follow to get past those. The first being strive for intellectual humility. Number 2 is everyone has an opinion. Opinions are not the same as informed knowledge. Number 3 is let go of anecdotal evidence and instead examine patterns. Number 4 being use your reactions as entry points for gaining deeper self-knowledge. And lastly, number 5, recognize how your social position informs your reactions to your instructor and to those whose work you study in the course. Every one of these guidelines suggests ideas on how an individual can work past their own biases and opening their mindsets to new and maybe some unfamiliar ideas. One guideline that I think would be the most challenging as a future educator would be guideline number 5 about recognizing your own position within society. Being a white middle-class female in today's society, it could be challenging for me to understand the societal positions that my students may possess and how I can help them develop and thrive within their own position. Also, in the environment I grew up in, my knowledge on societies different than my own is lacking, making it harder for me to recognize other positions in society or even if my own position is misguided. As a white, able-bodied individual, I am unable to see the barriers that may lay in front of my students, especially being if my students are disabled, African American, Native American, Asian American, or so many others. Since I am unable to see these barriers that may lay before them, there are many things I am planning to do to work towards this guideline. Some things including continuing to identify and recognize my own position in society apart from others and noticing my blind spots. I'm also hoping to be able to identify other positions I may encounter, whether it be in other individuals, books, articles, or the news, and being able to consider an idea from an unfamiliar perspective. Throughout my learning, I am also striving to continue to hear, learn, and develop different perspectives throughout society and grow my knowledge on them to make me a more well-rounded student and teacher.